was thinking about stories once more. Stories are very powerful, not only to help you to learn a language, but also to help you to grow as a person. I was thinking about all the stories I have read till now, all the stories I have experienced until now, and I was reflecting on that, The Lord of the Rings, or One Piece, or Harry Potter, or what else? Hajime no Ippo, all those stories, Stories that are told by people that I do not know, by people that I have never seen, like in person before, by people that some of them are already dead, that I wouldn't know that they have ever existed if it wasn't because of their stories, because of the stories they told. I was thinking that like every day of our lives we are telling a story as well, we are telling our own story to everybody we meet, to everybody we talk to everybody we see. When we are all by ourselves, we are telling it to us as well. And this is very interesting, because if we do not pay attention, we can write a story that will not seem as good as those of which we admire, Like, there are all these amazing people telling their stories every day, people you admire, people you think, wow, I wish I was like him, or I wish I was like her. And sometimes we just stop and start watching and reading, like just trying to have a glimpse of their stories, having like a little touch of their own stories, and we never think about writing our own, we just think about experiencing the stories of other people, and we do not pay much attention, we do not take much care about our own story, we do not try to write our stories in the best way possible. That was bothering me, that is bothering me right now, because the time goes very fast. Time goes fast, people come and go fast as well. Sometimes we are the only one who remains, who get behind. Like, we are with ourselves the whole day. Depending on the stories we are telling, we will feel happier or unhappy. There are a lot of people who watch those great characters from those great novels, from those great stories that people tell, and they only think, wow, this guy is amazing, he's great, I wish I could be like him, I wish I could be confident like him, I wish I could be strong or smart like him. And then they just go and live their everyday lives, like they just have that urge, that motivation, like right there at the time, and then after a few minutes they just kind of forget about everything and go and live their everyday lives without putting that thing that was kind of calling them into action, like without incorporating, without, how can I say this, they just watch, feel, think it's amazing, and then forget about it. That's what I'm trying to say. I say they, but actually I'm referring to myself as well. I'm on the list, I'm on the same boat right now. And I was thinking, okay, how can I avoid this? How can I avoid making these mistakes over and over again? How can I avoid making this over and over again? Like, I'm watching, wow, I'm very motivated, I'm very excited, and it's just a blast. And then I forget about it after a few minutes or after a few hours, and just sit down and or either go watch other story, either go and see and try to experience the other people's stories, and let my own here, like without being touched, without being changed, without being challenged. And that's very awkward as fuck, because there are a lot of people out there, there are a lot of characters. I should, instead of just watch them, I should also try to bring some of that essence into my life. I should also, Because if I admire them, if they have that thing that is admired by other people, that thing is good, and we should bring what is good and try to apply in our lives. It's just sad. Not sad, it's just hard. It's hard to see that we do not pursue what we admire. We admire all those qualities in those characters, but we do not like try to pursue them and bring them and incorporate them into ourselves, into myself. And well, I'm just trying to be a little bit more aware of it. I'm just talking so that I can think more about it, because that's not right. We are not only spectators, we are not only the audience. We have our own stories to write as well. We have our own, because we are the protagonist of our own stories as well. So we should try and incorporate all those qualities, as many of them as possible into our own lives. And it's just like in YouTube. Like, there are a lot of YouTubers that I admire. There are businessmen that I admire. There are fighters that I admire. There are authors, storytellers that I admire. So if I admire all those qualities in all those people, why am I not applying or trying to apply or trying to get, to achieve, to attain, to conquer those qualities and put them into myself as well, to apply them into my life? That's something that I think it's good for me to think about, maybe for we to think about. If we admire them, if we think it's important, and if everybody thinks that our own life is also important, then we should bring all those things that we think are good and try to put them all together into this important thing that is our lives. Like, I'm very young, I have a long way to go. I want to avoid as many mistakes as possible. I do not want to regret. I think regret, the taste is not good. The taste of regret is not good. I can tell that. Not from my experience, like I have a few, of course. But people I know have told me. I know well enough to avoid it, I know well enough to think that regret is not a good thing, and to not want this to my life as well. I think it's about it, I think that's what I was thinking. I'm just putting this into the thinking out loud playlist as well. Thinking out loud, it's good. Thinking out loud, because one good way to think is by writing. I was writing yesterday, but sometimes I get out of words. I just forget the words, or I write them down and then I try to rewrite, or I keep thinking a lot and then I stop writing. But when I'm talking, when I'm speaking, it's like the experience is even more stronger, it's even stronger. And that's good. Thinking out loud, I like this. Yeah, so I think it's that's that. Nothing else to add for now.